Good morning, all the students. How are you? I hope you are all best and fine. And yesterday we are already discussed about somewhat concepts. Yeah, there is a lot we already discussed about what actually about the strongness and as well as the weakness of acids or bases. How to we are measure the strongness and weakness of acids and bases. Okay, now how to we clarify about that things we are yesterday discussed. I yesterday have not given able to give that our chat box. Now I am given opportunity to you. If you have any doubts about our chemical properties of acids and bases, why? Because it is one of the parts. Up to that one is a part, and as well as from here, from the strongness and as well as the weakness of acids and bases, pH scale. This is another part, and somewhat special products which are coming from the salt. That is another part. Totally three parts are may have in our total our lecture. Hence, based on this one, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Up to there is whatever the acids and bases chemical properties. And yesterday one more thing also we are taken. What is that? How do we add water to acids and as well as the bases? That is also we are taken. Yes, about that thing also once you are once look at about this. Why? Because yesterday I have given the think and discuss concepts for as homework. How many members are completed? Are going with the homeworks or not? First thing. Most probably I get the information that 10th class students are not going with the homework. Yes? May the government take the decision for you most probably. Yes, examination decision already completed, and most probably the classes maybe physical classes maybe also. Yeah. Any doubts are there? Please give pass the board. Whatever the chemical property and as well as there is pH stands for potential. pH stands for potential. Yesterday we have discussed already. Yes, it is a Japanese word. pH stands for potential. Any more? Any more doubts? Yeah, there is yesterday just I am taken the pH is one of the introduction I have taken. Now we are going that what is the pH and as well as how the pH scale is affected, yes, and how to be taken the pH value based, okay, now, yes, based on the pH value, yes, how we divided the substances, the acids and as well as the bases, and as well as how to we divided the weak and as well as the yes, strong acids and the bases. Okay, clear or not also? Yeah, we know where you know very well about this thing. What is the pH and as well as how to the pH value is decided our acids and bases strength. Okay, that is only mainly we are considered. Here pH is nothing but one of the scale. On the scale, what it is there? Whatever the scale you take as a temperature scale. Otherwise, you take our mathematical which are length, which are measure the length that scale. Okay, now whatever the scale you have to take, it is a measure the what actually. It is a contains of what on the scale what it will be there. Yeah, you know very well about this thing. That is the scales are contains of what numbers. Scales are contains of what numbers. Here our pH is also contains of what actually number only. The pH scale is also contains the what? Number only. Yes, about that thing once we have to discuss here. What is the pH scale here? There is a very important concept. That is the pH scale. Based on the pH scale only in our daily life or otherwise industrially. Yes, there is a, we have so many applications are there. Okay, about the thing once we have to discuss what is the pH scale. Okay, now the pH scale is a universal indicator. pH scale is a what? Universal indicator of, just a minute. pH scale is a universal indicator of acid and base strength, and as well as that is indicate the at that time acids and bases also the strength, and as well as what it is a group. It is a group of acid or it is a group of the base, otherwise it is a group of the salt. That is also indicated by our pH scale only. Got it or not, all the students? It is a universal scale indicator. Means what? You know very well. We have somewhat a problem about the remaining indicator. May there is not given a clarification about the salt and particular base of the acid. Okay, suppose you take a red litmus or blue litmus and not have a change for the salt, sometimes for acid. Suppose you take a blue litmus, we not get the variation between the base and as well as the salt for what? For our blue litmus. When you take a red litmus, it is also not give the variation between the acids and as well as the salt. Because it is unchanged thing it is. Okay, clear or not all this? It is not a given as change for that. As well as when you take a methyl RN, somewhat it will be better. Okay, it is also not given about the strength of acids and bases. Okay, and as well as there is the whatever there is, we consider the phenolphthalein. It is also not a given whatever the clarification is there between acids and bases, whatever the difference is there between acids and bases. That is also not possible for which one? That is also not possible for our phenolphthalein. But our whatever pH scale we are considered here, that is works as a universal indicator. Yes, of acids and bases and salt recognition purpose, and as well as it is also indicates about strength of acids and as well as the bases. Yes, there is actually the pH scale. It is introduced by the German language, German. Okay, now yes. It is indicated about what is especially pH. Okay, now P stands for potenge. Okay, P stands for what? P stands for potenge. P stands for potenge, and H stands for what? Hydrogen. Okay, now H stands for what here? H stands for hydrogen. Yes. H stands for hydrogen. Clear or not, all students? Here the pH means what? pH means what? Potential means what? Power. Okay, it is a called what? Power. Okay, now yes, there is a what? Means what? A power of hydrogen. Indirectly, it is indicates the what? Power of hydrogen. Okay, power of hydrogen is nothing but you know very well. When you take here, there is our hydrogen is evaluated when our acids or bases are added with aqueous solutions. Clear or not, all the students? Here, when you take here our acids or otherwise bases, yes, acids or bases, when you take here, the acids and bases are produced for us what? The potential of hydrogen. Potential of hydrogen in the particular aqueous solution. Yes, our acids are added with the water. Where it is the what? It is a produced H plus ion. Okay, now that maybe that H plus ions are combined with water, H3O plus ions are also get for us. And as well as when you take a basis, it will be also produced as a what? OH minus ions are produced for us. Okay, it is not a given information about the OH minus ion, but it is a given about the what is the potential of H plus ion. There is a what? There is a less or greater amount are there. Okay, na greater H plus are there. Okay, na it is a called what? It is a called what? It is a called acid, and it is strong acid. Greater means what here? We take and it is a 1 is a greater. Yes, totally 14 numbers are there on this pH scale. How many numbers are there? It is divided into 14 numbers. And as well as there is a pH paper is also contained. The pH indicator is also contained different colors. As on your textbook it is a given. Okay, now as on your textbook it is a given. What is the pH value? Okay, got it or not all the students? Yes, what is the pH value is there for it is. There is a different colors are given here. What the different colors are given? Here there is 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is a what? 1, 2. There is a contain one color and the remaining colors are there here. The color indicator indicates what? Strongness. Strongness of acids are indicated here. Okay, clear or not all of you? Here there is a depending on the whatever the hydrogen ions are produced when it is dissolved with the aqueous solution. Okay, now that is the more H plus ions are may contain or more H3O plus ions are may contain. Okay, that is only called a strong acid. Okay, clear or not all of you? When it is added with aqueous solution, it produces more H plus ions. That is called what? Strong acid. Otherwise, it may produces the less H plus ions or otherwise less H3O plus ions when it is added with aqueous solution. That is called weak basis. Yesterday we already discussed in the student. And what is that? Here, when we are taken a bulb electrical circuit experiment through our acids and bases based on a bulb intensity, glowing the bulb intensity, we decided the strongness of and as well as the weakness of our acids and bases. When you take HCl, our bulb glows with a more intensity and a more brighter. Okay, when you take your basis, there is a what? That much of intensive nature will be not good for us. Okay, clear or not all the students? That much of intensive nature is not good for us when you take here our weak acid. Got it or not? When you take a weak acid, it is not good for us. When you take a weak basis, it is not good for us. Okay, clear or not all of you? Our bulb will not close. Why? Because it is occurred. Why? Because less number of ions of corresponding acids and bases are may produced. Okay, now you know very well. OH minus ions are produced because of what? Our bases. Okay, that number basis only we are deciding the strongness and weakness of acid. Here the strongness of our weakness is given by one scale. That scale is only called what? Actually pH scale. Whatever the potentiality, whatever the power of H plus ions are there, okay, now that is called more power of H plus ions are there, it is called acid. There is a more power of OH minus ions are there, it is called what? Actually the basis. Clear or not all the students? Here there is a what? Whatever the in a solution there is a whatever the H plus ions are contain a more. Here it is given by the 14 numbers totally. It is given by the 14 numbers. Okay, clear or not all of you? There is a 14 numbers are given like that. Here it is a 0. Okay, it is taken as a 1. It is taken as a 2. And as well as a 3 we are taken here. And 4 we are taken here. 5 we are taken like here, 6 here we taken, 7 we are taken here, 8, okay now, 9, 10, okay, clear or not all the students? Like that there is a 14 numbers are taken here. This 14 number scale is only indicate the what is the strong acid nature, what is the weak acid nature. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, suppose you take here, there is a whatever the value, the 7 it is there now, it is taken as a salt. It is taken as a what? It is taken as a salt here. Okay, clear or not all of you? In case there is a pH value is a less than the 7, less than the 7, it is a called what? Acid. It is a called what? Acid. And it is a called what actually? Whatever the value is there, it is called a basic. It is a called what? It is a called a basic. I hope you understood all the students. There is a whatever this value is there, it is a called a acid. There is a from 1 to 7. It is a called a acid. Sorry, not 7. 1 to 6. It is a called acid. The pH value is a may contain from 1 to 6. It is a called a acid. The 1 is the strongest acid. It indicates the what? pH value is become 1. It is indicates the strongest acid. 2 is somewhat lesser than the strongest. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, you come from here. There is a 6, 7, 4. Okay, the 6, 5, 4. These are the indicate the weak acid nature. These are indicate the what? Weak acid nature. And like that only 3, 2, 1, 0 up to here. It is indicate the what? It is indicate the strong acid nature. Got it or not? When you go away from there is a 7. 8, 9, 10. That is a what? It is a content of yes, 8, 9, 10. It is a strong acidic nature. It will be there. Where 14 it is a strong acidic nature is there. Okay, clear or not all of you? And it is a 8, 9, 10. These are the weak basic nature. It is there. And as well as then 11, 12, 13, 14. Somewhat a strong basic nature. It will be there. Okay, clear or not all of you? Why? Because there is a concentration of H plus ions are increases when it is in a solution. As it is a solution, there is a concentration of H plus ions are become more. Where in acid? Okay, when you take here, there is a basis. At that time, there is a concentration of OH minus ions are greater. Okay, now that is only indicates as a basis here. Got it or not? Otherwise it is called alkali element. Okay, you know very well what is alkali element in the last class only. Okay, clear or not all the students? This is about the pH scale introduction. Okay, I hope you understood. There is a what? The pH scale indicates what actually? Yes, the paper of pH using. Okay, now we are taken by the, in case it is a 6th. Okay, the color is indicated of a 6th one. Okay, now that is taken as a weak acid, and here it is taken as a weak basic. Like that we conclude here. Just a minute. Yeah, there is in our textbook, it is a given. Sorry. In our textbook, it is a given the what actually the pH values are given here. Okay, now we are taken that the pH values here. You know very well what is that pH values here. Yes, and one second here. Here there is a pH values. May it is observed for you in your textbook. It is also there. The scale is a given. Yes, what is there on the scale? There is a pH values are only there in the scale. What there is a given in the scale? There is a whatever battery acid. Battery acid is a contain a 0. The pH value of the battery acid is a what, Nana? 0. Means what? It is a strong acid. Like that only the values are given here. What is the values are given? Here the lemon juice. It is a contain the what actually? pH value is the 2. Whatever the values are given in our, yes, the page number, yes, 30, 40, 45. It is a very important to you. Why? Because this time, okay, now, yes, this time, yes, very important for you. This time there is a multiple choice questions are may get for you. Now that's why get a lot of confusion for you. Yes, of answering the question. Yes, based on this pH value. Okay, now, yes, and as well as once you take here the 14, whatever the 14 is there, that is the what actually, the 14 is a contains the what actually, the 14 is a contains for what, for the basis. Why we are taken this 14, why we are taken it is a 1, why we are taken it is 0, what it is indicate, we discuss tomorrow by mathematical problem, mathematical formulation. It is not there in our syllabus, but we have to go to discuss about that thing also. There is a given, somewhat values are given. Yes, on our whatever the pH scale is there, on that one there is a somewhat 10,000, 10 lakhs, like that values are given. What is the values? How will we get for it? We discuss by going tomorrow. And but first we are taken here what actually? First we have to go with here there is a what is the values of our acids and as well as the bases on the scale. Okay, different things are there. Once we have to go to check for it. Yes. Yeah, listen carefully. Here are so many regular our daily life usage things, acids and basis values. Here what is there here? Especially the pure rain. Okay, now there is a pure rain means nothing but what? H2O. Okay, now H2O in equilibrium with atmosphere. That is the what actually CO2. The pure rain compulsory it is a what? Equilibrium with the carbon dioxide in the environment. That's why it is a contains somewhat acidic nature only. Why? Because it is become acidic nature. CO2 is an acid. Okay, clear or not all of you? You know very well. CO2 is acid. Where we are taken it is here? Yeah, the calcium carbonate is taken in the presence of a CO2. What will we get for us? You know very well it is. Okay, clear or not all of you? At that time, there is a what will we get for us? There is a what salt and water may get for us. Okay, clear or not all of you? When you take here the carbon dioxide for the non-metals purpose, sorry, metals purpose. Okay, in this way only there is a what? It is a contain acidic nature. And here very important question on our day. Okay, clear or not all the students? The acids and bases are contain a very important nature for us. Okay, now in that one especially the pH scale is important for you. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, there is a what? Our body is a contains a what? The pH values, the different things are contain the different pH values. Okay, now there is a what? Somewhat acidic natures are there, somewhat basic natures natures are there, somewhat salt natures are also there. Once we go for the blood is contains what? Somewhat little bit basic nature, but it is contained as a salt nature only. Okay, now our blood is contains salt nature only. In case the pH value is increases, our body become acidic. Okay, acidic is the causes for the what? Actually cancer. Okay, more acidity is available in our body, it will be lead to the cancers actually. Yes, and as well as there is a when you take here eggnog, coffee, bees, then orange juice, these are all weak acids, vinegar. Okay, now these all are also weak acids. And gastric fluids, you know very well, already we have discussed it. Yes, when there is a gastric fluids are nothing but in our whatever the gastric troubles we are getting in our stomach, because of what? This gastric fluids only, that all are contain the what? Strong acidic nature. Why? Because it is content of HCl also. And here when you come to another one, what is that? Come to the basis. There is a baking soda. This is a what? Weak basicity. We are going to discuss about that later. Baking soda is a weak here, and as well as household ammonia. Next, whatever the household ammonia in the dye color. Okay, now dye color there is a ammonia is there. Got it or not, all the students? Once you check the dye colors, whatever there that contains what? Ammonia nature, and mixture of milk of magnesia, which are give the relief to for us whatever acidity is there. That is the what? Milk of magnesia. Otherwise, we are taken the eno powder. These all are the what? Actually, yes, not a weak basis. It is a somewhat strong basis only, but not that much of strong. It is a contain the value of pH is a between 10 to 11. That's why it is not a weak. Okay, clear or not, all of you? Only one thing you have to recognize for today. What is that? There is a depending on the pH value, we are made given the what is the strongness of acid, what is the strongness of basis. Okay, now in case the pH value is the less than 7, it is called as what actually? Acid. In case it is greater than 7, it is called as the basis. Okay, now it is when it is go away from the 7, the value go away from the 7 to the 14, it is indicate the strongness of basis. When it is reaches from 6 to the 1, okay, now 6 to the 1, that is only indicate the what? Strongness of the acid. Means what? Otherwise, in another word, when the pH value moves from 0 to the 6, there is a strongness of acid is decreases and weakness of acid is increases. When there is a value of pH may come from 14 to the 7, means what? There is a 14 to the 7, it is indicate the what? It is indicate the basis nature. It is indicate the what? Basis nature. Clear or not, all the students? Yes, that is only about the what? Strongness of acids and as well as the basis. Here, there is a what? Some more important information are also given here. There is you have to fill that value. You search for the table is given. There is a somewhat large number of different substances they are given. You have to find there is a pH value by using the pH paper. Okay, the pH paper is not available for us. Okay, yes, about that thing we discuss later. Whatever the pH paper is there, okay, the pH paper, based on the pH paper, we have to go for our yes, whatever our acids and base strongness. Yeah, there is whatever the pH values are there, like a battery acid and as well as the sulfuric acid, and as well as the pH value for the sulfuric acid is a 1, and lemon juice and vinegar is a contain the pH value as a 2, and as well as when you take here the pH value is a 3 for orange juice and soda. Acidic rains and acidic lakes, they contain pH value is approximately 4. Okay, bananas and clean rain, healthy lake, it is a contain the what? Actually indirectly what you understood? Water is a contain which nature? Water is a contain somewhat acidic nature. Why? Because tell me, why? Because the water is a contain acidic nature. Why? Anyone get the idea? Yeah, water is a contain H2O. H in the form of H2O. It is a contain of what actually H plus ion. More H plus ion concentration are there in a water compared with the OH minus ion. That's why the water is a contain slight acidity. Okay, clear or not all of you? And as well as there is a salt when you come to the pure water. Okay, now in case it is not a combined with any pure water, already we have discussed, there is a different water for containing the different nature. Why? Because the pure water is a contain salt nature. Anyone? Anyone? Why? Because the water is a contain a pure salt nature. Okay, now what is the value of the pH for the water? It is a 7. Why? Because it is a contain of salt nature. Yeah, there is a neutralization process is going on. Now, which way is the neutralization process is going on? When they dissolve the water, there is a contain H plus ion and as well as the OH minus ion. That's why it is undergoes the what actually salt nature. Okay, clear or not all the students? Like that, you divide there is a whatever the acid nature is there, whatever the basic nature is there, and what is the strongest acid nature is there, what is the strongest basic nature is there. Yes, by discuss by tomorrow. Yes, what is the pH value? How we designated the pH value for that particular acid? Yes, why it is taken as a 1? In a which way? Mathematically, why we are taken it is, and what it indicates totally? Yes, it indicates only strong acid. Why it is indicate a strong acid? In case pH is equal to 1. Why it is indicate a pH is equal to 2? It is a somewhat lesser stronger than the pH 1. Okay, and as why we are taken the pH value the 6 in case it is a weak acid. Why we are taken the pH value in case 8 it is there, it is a weak basis. Why we taken 14 is a weak, 14 is a strong basis. Okay, based on why this 1 to 14, why we are taken? Why there are the values are indicate the strongest and the strongest base, strongest acid and the basic nature we have to go discuss by tomorrow. Today you have to check that is in our 45 page whatever the values are given on the scale. Okay, clear or not all the students? Yes, and once you search for the values of pH in our through the net, and you have to take it is as more than 20 to 30 elements, 32 substances whatever there they contain which type of nature, regular usage. Okay, clear or not all of you? Yes, and that is very important to us. Why? Because from our textbook only may not ask for us, especially about the water. It is a very important. The water is a yes, somewhat times it is a contain acidic nature, somewhat time it is a contain a strong acid nature, somewhat time it is a contain weak acid nature, somewhat time it is a contain a pure salt nature. Why it is? We compulsory concentrate on it. H plus and OH minus ions are there in the water. Yes, it's whatever you take here acidic nature, whatever you contain a basic nature. Both are there in the water. It is that's why only when there is a 1, 2 are combined together, it will become as a salt. Simple thing. Okay, we discuss later the remaining thing by tomorrow. It's a very interesting thing for tomorrow for you. Yes, and whatever the daily life applications of pH and as well as why the pH we are taken like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thank you, students. Bye. Take care.